Mr. Junior Lincoln. Good morning and welcome. Let me give you some space so you can stretch out that document you have brought with you. And what a treasure trove it is. Okay.
Good morning to your listeners.
If it touches that microphone, you're going to get an awful sound. So you can put it over here. Rest it over here. Right. You can rest it right here so you can refer to it.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, once again, thank you ever so much for coming by. Cool. Talk to us about the earliest signs on record that music emerging as a significant factor in Trench Town was going to be all important. So, talk to us about their earliest signs. What was it that persons recognized in that community that made them realize that music was going to be a vehicle, and a very important vehicle, to add whether to the economy of Trench Town directly or for the betterment as it spread outward, for the betterment of Jamaica?
Good morning again.
Morning.
to your listeners. It wasn't designed.
Mm-hmm. It was ordained.
Ordained. It came about in the 40s and 50s when there was no record industry or record business, or there was no recording taking place of Jamaica popular music. It was rhythm and blues that was being played coming out of the United States. And the sound system played a very important part up to today.
Yes.
So the sound systems are playing the rhythm and blues. And in the mid-50s, going on to the later part of the 50s, rock and roll was becoming prominent. And it was a bit light for the sound system. So, Jamaica was now, especially the sound system operators, was now seeking for something else away from rock and roll.
Oh, okay.
Here comes Vera Johns, who had this opportunity, where he would keep shows at Ambassador Theatre in Trenchtown, Majestic, Palace, and so forth. But Ambassador Theatre was really the foundation of it. And he would have a band called the Val Bennett Band, and they played all the live music. And here comes the young artists from different parts of Jamaica that would come and perform. And you would have for each I think it was a Thursday or Friday night, I can't remember which one it was. You would win. The winner would get £2, and the second place would get £1, and the winner would go on to finals. And if you win the finals, you'll get £10.
It's quite a step up, yes.
Yeah, it was. So you had artists like young Jimmy Tucker, who was singing classical music. That's another strange thing, because you wouldn't expect a little boy like that singing classical music, Mario Lanza and so forth and so on, Crusoe and all that. So you had Jimmy Tucker, his brother, Desmond Tucker. You had Lascelles Perkins. You had the Jiving Juniors. You had Hortense Ellis. This is the early, very, very early part, because even Alton Ellis wasn't singing at the time. Alton was a dancer. So these artists would perform. You could, it was entertainment in a whole, because you could come on a bicycle and balance and all of that. And then you would, the audience would choose the winner and the second place.
Well, that is just a foretaste of what we have, because it has metamorphized or changed over time. And this morning, we have some of the acts out of Trenchtown who are here with us. Now, this is a younger generation, so these are the ones who are taking over what has been already handed to them. The baton change has taken place. So we're going to invite, who are we going to have on our stage now? Jay Ritten is going to be our first guest. So the first sounds from the Cool stage this morning. Jay Ritten, he has a new album, a new music that's coming out this month, and an album is also on its way. So you're invited to listen for the next few minutes. Jay Written is going to be entertaining us. Junior, we're coming back to get more of the history out of you.
Oh, Jaja. Yes, I give thanks for all the cool listeners this morning. My name is Jay Written. You understand, I'm there to represent music to the fullest. Cause we can be so much more than more. We can grow old and strong, love's cure. We can be smiling every day, and we can be joyful through the ages. Cause every single day is not the blue skies that we heard of. No, no, no. And every single night is darker than them. Souls of the lost because we better than them. And them better than them. And them. So keep your head up, I Lord and mighty God. Selassie seems be always there beside me now. All when pagans get up, I try fight with them. We just get up, brush up, and do the right thing. Because we high and mighty God. Selassie seems be always there beside me now. All when pagans get up, I try fight with. We just get up, brush up, and try do the right thing. Telling the youths them just for calm down. War out like a lava. Carrying the gun them pan the little youth them corner. Politician tricking the big man them is like karma. Now the little youth them know fi kill off themselves faster. Pounds of marijuana them blaming pan the drama. Well me I tell the youths them I better you come turn farmer. They get a build more baller, but them not build no stadium. Them rather youths for wave the guns because we better than them. And them better than them. And them. So keep your head up, I Lord and mighty God. Selassie seems be always there beside me now. And when pagans get up, I try fight with. We just get up, brush off, and try to do the right thing. Because we high and mighty God. Selassie seems be always there beside me now. And when pagans get up, I try fight with. We just get up, brush off, and try to do the right thing, Lord. Oh, ja, 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 ja. Oh, yeah. As I said, my name is Jerry, you know. I'm carrying a lot of love. Guess why? Boom. Cause every single day is not the blue skies that we heard of. No, no, no. And every single night is darker than the souls of the lost because we better than them. Ja, and them better than them. Ja, and them. So keep your head up, I Lord and mighty God. Selassie seems be always there beside me now. All when pagans get up, I try fight with. We just get up, brush off, and try to do the right thing. Because we high, Jah and mighty God. Selassie seems be always there beside me now. Yes, I powers, you know. Yeah, man, powers. Blessed is the morning, you know. And we sing some love song for the daughters, them, you know. It's a dangerous kind of love, see it? Every single time. Watch it out. Boom. Yeah. I've been feasting from your heart, oh Jaja. I just cannot get enough, oh Jah. I need your love for this season, oh Jah. And I need your love, oh God, for many reasons. Cause I see you for you, me for me, oh God. Together we could be so dangerous, oh Jah, Jah, Jah. We could so dangerous, oh Lord. I see you for you, me for me. Together we could be so dangerous, oh Jah. Be so dangerous, oh Look at watch out now. Neither me nor Sheba got a negative demeanor. I know you can feel the energy, yeah. I like the type of girl who can look past the worst and bring forth the best of me to the world. Sailing tight ships are short. If you don't like us, just try and ignore. Don't you ever come around trying to change my love. Cause if you try to do that, you will fail your bluff. Cause it's you for you and me for me. Together we could be so dangerous, so loud of mercy, so dangerous, so and I see you for you, me for me. Together we could be so dangerous, so loud, be so dangerous. Watch it out. Boom, there's a thin line between love and hate. Safety and danger, girl, I'm no stranger to you. Cause every time you come round is a dangerous lover. You're cute when you smoke occasionally. The style enough for everybody, just me. Me woulda put you in a front seat, jumping. And make we take the main road, stay close, cause I only see you. And you for you, and me for me. Together we could be so dangerous, so Lord have mercy, so dangerous. And I see you for you, me for me. Together we could be so dangerous, so Lord, so dangerous. And all of the ones I'm listening from, you have a dangerous love beside it, rolling with you, understand? Just squeeze her and make sure you know, so them love the dangerous. You understand? Because love is in short supply them time, you know? So squeeze the other one like blackhead, you know?
One good thing about
It's Reggae Month. Come groove with us. This week, it's all about the home of the Gong, Trenchtown, and we're rocking. Trenchtown comes to Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, February 18. And we're hitting you with good music. 7 to 9 a.m. It's a Trenchtown experience featuring various artists in performance and conversation about the Mecca of music. That's Live Tuesday, Trenchtown style, live. It's hosted by Dianne Thomas and Michael Thompson, on air and streaming on cool97fm.com. It's brought to you by Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering, Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water, and Keymix Audio. Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, getting to the root of the music.
If you're watching online, thank you and welcome. Remember, there is going to be a delayed broadcast of today's edition of Live Tuesday, and you'll also be able to view past editions of Live Tuesday when you go to KOOL97fm.com. Right now, we're going to pose some questions to Jay Written. Welcome once again, friend, and thank you for making it to Cool.
I give thanks.
All right.
It's a nice place, you know?
Bless you. All right. So tell us, where in Trenchtown did you grow up? Because we're going to look on the map soon.
You know, see, I'll get the truth is, it's not grew up in Trenchtown, you know, it's like closely affiliated until it reach a point where I can't not be there.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? Because I really started to go to Trenchtown when I started playing football. You see me? I used to play football and would up at Arnett and thing, and then you have a brethren in a place until, you know, till you buck up on a one girlfriend and you're right. But I wasn't really original from the place. So it's a thing like that. But I embrace them and they embrace me. So it's just a lot of powers all around.
All right. You know? Okay. Now, being in that space, Trenchtown, that is so cultural, so mystical, what impact have you found it has had on you as a reggae artist?
Well, it made me who I am today, because the whole journey through Trenchtown transformed me to this person. I can honestly say I wasn't this person you're speaking to now before Trenchtown.
So, no, you need to take us through what was that transformation? Because you were playing football. Yeah. All of a sudden, you're an artist.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's as Bob said, natural mistake. You know, I couldn't possibly tell you. Sometimes I think about it myself because I was mostly on Fifth Street. So I said maybe I choose Mortimer. Yes, me. And then I say, but it's a power as a rasta, not even the depend I head. You see me, I say, and I go there and I find my peace down in a place like that. I can't tell you what to go for because everybody finds something different in the Oasis. You know, when you have a desert, everybody find them own little mirage and cling to them own little faith and hope and thing. And Trenchtown was my saving grace. I'll be very honest with that, you know.
The first time you stepped into a studio, was it in Trenchtown?
Yeah.
Which one?
The first studio, I'll be honest, was Spooky B, Cross on 4th Street. Yes, so I say, we can't even remember. I say UB something another label thing the name, but it was Spooky B, so you have to big him up every time, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
We need to go find Spooky B. All right.
Yeah,
so you have new music coming out this month, we understand. So when can we expect that music to drop, and what's the song all about?
Oh, every song is always about progress. It's always about life, even if people hear it and them swing to the way I love after a female and stuff. I sing a lot of love song, but it's not naturally just the love of intimacy. It's sometimes it's the love of streets, sometimes it's the love of people, sometimes it's the love of sometimes it's just not getting love. It's what it is what I say. But you can expect the song at the end of this month. Like more than one actually, because I don't like keep secrets. That's why my mother don't tell me nothing, you know. So yeah, man. But you can expect we have music videos coming out very soon for the album that we released with Dr. Dread the other day, for works to do. So yeah, all heap of powers at Channel 2 Trenchtown right now, you know.
Man, when you work on something like an album, and considering all of the friends that you have developed in Trenchtown, and no doubt its environs, how you bring those individuals in on the work so that they too taste a bit of success?
They're always a part of it. In every interview I do, I always tell people, even the man who sell the bag juice outside the studio, create an energy will make you go inside, go record a certain kind of way. So I always give thanks. Like people, I'll just naturally just remember the first time I build a rhythm, I just throw it on a youth name. Yeah, where the brethren name again? A Lance. I just fling it, give Lance and say, brethren, nobody know me as a producer. You just take that and you know, build yourself as a producer. Cause I sing, I can't do all things through Christ. That's what I say. Well, we can, you know, but we can't do all things. No man is an island, so we naturally learn to share what we have in a Trenchtown. You understand? Whether it comes to a bulla, whether it comes to music, whether it comes to a house. That's what I say. Only thing we don't share our girlfriend. That's what I say. Yeah, man.
No, this interview. Okay. Where can we find you and your girlfriend online then?
Yeah, man. You can definitely follow me like J Written Music on Instagram and any other platform. It's just J Written.
J hyphen written?
Yeah, just the letter J. It stands for a lot of things. The letter J is powerful to me. It's not just my name, Jason. You understand? Because the letter J was so significant to history when it comes to Jehovah, Jesus. You understand? Jah. So it stands for a lot of. It stood for a lot of things for me. So yeah, that's why J. It's not just the name.
All right, we're looking forward to your new works.
Yeah.
Remember, cool. We need to get the new works when they drop. For now, we're going to invite you to go back out and perform again for
us.
All right.
Pause.
And we're coming to Trenchtown. We are coming to Trenchtown. We promised Mr. Lincoln that we're coming to
when
Trenchtown.
I forward, man, we like cool stove and fry some fish and thing, and we, you know, yeah, man, just forward, you know.
Yes, we'll tell you the date.
All right.
Thank you ever so much. Bye. So there you have J Written, our first performer inside of this week's edition of Live Tuesday. I need to remind you as well that this segment of the program is brought to you courtesy of Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water. Improve your water, improve your health. Bottled by Health Creation Industries, White Marl, St. Catherine. Telephone 876-649-0386. So we're back in the cool seat with important figures in the history of Jamaican music, and we're talking about all things Trenchtown and the music that emerged out of that community. So to our stage, J Written.
Yeah, this is a personal story. This is a real one. It's a real life thing, you know. My name is J Written again, so the ones them listening, tune in. Watch it now. Boom. Oh Lord have mercy, she said me style bitter like Cersei. So she called me over for some virgin. We catch her on the surface and work it as me look at 9:30. And she know how we figure we out. So me tell her me I go link up in the jet and get some herb. I'm at the highest push out when we deserve. Me brain figure kick like a kung fu with learn. Watch out! She tell me say that style then I go work. At the last time me tell her some me so come back. Me tell her some me thirsty and me I go a shopper. She never know what that the day the curfew dropper. And Babylon throw me in a one van backer. And I was a prisoner for a few days. I wasn't just home drinking Kool-Aid. She tell me say you can't go now, it's too late. The government just announced no movement. Now I'm a prisoner for a few days. And I can't go back to my place, cause she hid my shirt and shoes laces. Now all she does is cool love. Can't find my pants now and underpants now. Me on a roll and can't put up for me and them. She buy me toothbrush but me not just her antics. But she cooking stew peas. I wonder what kind of madness this. And nothing me not gonna answer. This girl I'm mad like cancer. We just tell her so me and go link up for that all get to verb. I am up the highest set a push where we deserve. We brain figure kick like a kung fu with learn. Watch out! She tell me say that style then I go work. Cause the last time me tell her so me so come back. Me tell her so me thirsty and me I go a shopper. She never know what that day the curfew dropper. And Babylon throw me in a one van back. She want to lock me down like she have a padlock. She want to keep me in her house like me a rat. So I was a prisoner for a few days. I wasn't just home drinking Kool-Aid. She tell me say you can't go now, it's too late. The government just announced no movement. Now I'm a prisoner for a few days. And I can't go back to my place, cause she hid my shirt and shoes laces. No, all she does is good face, Lord. Yes, my name is Jerry. Now we hail all the way from Trenchtown, bringing all for love, laughter, and joy to the ones them blessed man and the ones them drive, walk, and run safe. You understand? Doing the thing, you know. Powers. See. So this song is called Prisoner. It's on the album Kaleidoscope. And the first song we did this morning, you understand? The second song we did this morning was called Dangerous. It's not on any album, but it's out, so the one that can go stream it and see what is happening, you see it. And the first song was produced by the big bad Addis all the way from Switzerland. You see what I said? That is called High and Mighty. I got some help from the great Earl China. You understand? And that if you hear the vocals on it, that's China. You see what I say? Bless up powers every single time. You understand? It's a heart to love, you know? Rastafari. Yeah, man.
We're having with Junior Lincoln on Cool 97 FM. And I should just pause right now and do this particular time signal, all right? So here we go now. Let's just acknowledge our next commercial break, and it's a time signal at Regal Customs Brokers. Every shipment is our top priority. We offer hassle-free customs clearance for imports, exports, and transshipments. The time by Regal Customs Brokers, it is now 7:48 a.m. on Cool 97. Junior Lincoln, our guest. Now, let's look at a famous figure that has emerged from Trenchtown, Bob Marley. Hailed globally, and a key reason that Trenchtown has been recognized in the way that it has. So, what factors would you say came together to create Bob Marley as he's recognized today?
What was the question?
What are the factors that you consider made Bob Marley the person that he is and is recognized as today?
That's a huge question.
What are the seeds coming out of Trenchtown? That probably gave him the start that he needed to make it so big.
You know what you'll find with anybody who came out of Trenchtown or got exposed to Trenchtown is that none of us can answer that question because it's a spiritual space which Bob speaks about too quite a lot, and you know, I think there's about 4 or 5 songs, maybe even 6 that Bob spoke about. Trenchtown, it's a mystical place, and it's a space where people share things. You know, it's a space where sometimes somebody's got a box lunch or a plate of food, and 4 people will eat out of it and feel comfortable doing so. Now, that might sound simple, but it's not simple because you don't see that kind of sharing taking place elsewhere. You know, I've traveled different parts of the world. I've lived in other countries and so forth. And, you know, and when I came back here 40 years ago, I came back to Jamaica. And, you know, I had to go back into Trenchtown and got my foundation back, to get my foundation back, because it's a very important one, and it's a spiritual one. And I keep saying that our music is the only popular music that gave birth out of spirituality. You know, and I need for people to think about that, because how do you explain this sort of lyrical content that came out of Trenchtown with young people that didn't have university education or even high school education, and yet those music was done 50, 60, 70 years ago, and yet it's having such an impact on the world.
It's prophetic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, people, sometimes you sit and interview some of these people, and, you know, your English is not very good and so forth, but when they sit down to write a song, the world can gravitate towards it. How do we explain that?
Yes. You know, as you're speaking, I'm wondering if the song Natural Mystic, there's a natural mystic
Absolutely.
Flowing through the air.
That's right.
I'm wondering, is that Trenchtown? Because you keep mentioning it as a mystical place. And those words just came back to me. So I'm wondering if that's one of the 4 or so songs that you made mention of. As we continue on Cool 97 FM. So the recognition of Bob Marley has given exposure to other talents coming out of the area. I'm going to ask you to just know, for the benefit of our audience, those who don't know, because you shocked us this morning with some information, list some of the artists who have emerged out of Trenchtown.
Before I answer that question, I'd like to point out to your audience, when Bob came to Trenchtown, because people have to understand, they get the understanding that Bob is our king, he's our whatever, you understand? But Bob came to Trenchtown and found that. What Bob got out of Trenchtown, and he would be the first one if he was here, and I would tell you that. He came to Trenchtown when that foundation was already laid. So what he got out of Trenchtown coming from Senton, why he couldn't leave either, because he found a grounding, a spirituality that he could not leave, and he speaks about it all the time. Okay, so you know that foundation was already laid when he came there. You have, you know, when I was a young man growing up, Mortimer Planner, that everybody knows as, you know, who he was, and he lived at 5th Street. In the early days of Jamaica music, you wouldn't have heard the lyrical content so Rasta and Garvey, because we were following the American rhythm and blues.
Yes.
So our lyrical content, if you trace it back, was along those lines.
Okay.
Then we started to develop our own. So out of the boogie woogie, we went into ska, and from ska rocksteady and then to reggae.
So who were some of those people?
In the early days, you have the Maytals, that is from, you know, Toots and the Maytals came out of Trench. You have Artenzel, you had Alton Ellis, you had Joe Higgs that played a very crucial part in teaching and preparing the Wailers to go on the road. You had the Delroy Wilson, you had the Ken Booth, you know, you know, the list goes on and on. You know, you have the Paragons, Eptones, Techniques, Toots and the Maytals, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, as I said, Delroy before. You had Ernest Ranglin,
Yes.
lived at 4th Street, and it goes on. You had the Lascelles Perkins, you had the Eddie Perkins, Wailing Souls, Abyssinians, David Dobson.
This is a Mecca.
Yeah,
This is clearly a Mecca. But
Bonnie and Scully, Wilson Sims and Robinson.
But for those who don't know, there's a tour. Let us just leapfrog to that part of it. There is a tour that's offered in Trenchtown. Give us more highlights about the tour. When can one do it? Any idea the cost?
Well, I used to be involved with the tour, but so I wouldn't have those details now to give you. But
the tour continues down
the
there?
tour continues.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have the tour companies that they can call up and get that information.
Okay.
But we also do, like for instance, I'm inviting Cool for a private tour, and I would personally, be your tour guide, because then I will take you to places that the normal tours wouldn't take you.
Wow.
And I will take you to Ambassador Theatre and give you the history of Ambassador Theatre and the
will
significant role that played. Take you to Boys Town, the significant role that Boys Town played, and Boys Town is celebrating its 85th this year, and show you the piano that a lot of our music came from, and our musicians and artists, can give you stories about that, where they're banging the piano when there weren't even no trained musician. Alternatives, for instance, Joe Higgs. When we were growing up, they were musicians.
In 30 seconds, because we're going to our cool flight pack in a short while, what is it that Trenchtown, Boys Town needs? What are the immediate needs of the area?
I think we first have to recognize the talent and the diamond that we have there. Trenchtown reminds me of a gold mine.
Is it that you need instruments?
No, we need a different. It's more than instrument. It's an attitude towards Trenchtown.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and how official society treats it.
Ah, okay.
That's where we have to start from, because the question that people ask us all the time, ask me, just like the question you asked, what does Trenchtown need? Do you need instruments, you need this or you need that? We need much more than that. We need much more than that. We need a different attitude towards Trenchtown, because the biggest problem we have is that the youth that is growing up in Trenchtown, just like Jamaica on a whole, the biggest problem we have is that they don't know who they are. They're living what they see now. But the history of the place and their legacy and what they have inside of them, they are not living it, because they're not exposed to anything more than what is put in front of them, and they're called bad men and undesirables and all the other names that come with it, when they have something deeper and more valuable inside of them.
They have a proud legacy.
That's correct.
That they need to recognize.
That's correct.
All right, on that note, we're going to go to our cool flight pack, taking a look at the departures and the arrivals from our international airports.
One good thing about
It's Reggae Month. Come groove with us. This week, it's all about the home of the Gong, Trenchtown, and we're rocking. Trenchtown comes to live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, February 18. And we're hitting you with good music.
this is
7 to 9 a.m. It's a Trenchtown experience featuring
FM, and we're going to go back to our stage. Remember now, you are inside of Live Tuesday. So we've been hearing from Junior Lincoln. We've also heard music coming to us this morning from the first artist to perform, Jay Ritten, and we'll have more performances for you inside of Live Tuesday. We're going to be speaking with music industry pioneer as or saxophonist Dean Fraser, Dean Fraser, and we have Junior Lincoln here already in studio, getting all tongue-tied. All right, so now remember that The last half an hour was brought to you by Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water. Improve your water, improve your health. Bottled by Health Creation Industries, White Marl, St. Catherine. Now, their telephone number is 876-649-0386. In a little while, we're going to be hearing from another one of our cool natives out of Trenchtown, artist David Slur. David Slur is going to be performing for you on Cool 97 FM. So, you're invited to sit back, relax, enjoy. Give us an idea of what you think of the performance. Remember, you can always be watching it online on KOOL97FM.com. If you're part of Mixler, well, type in your little comment right there as well. Let us see what you think of the artists this morning. And remember, on the nation's coolest. Here we go, back to the stage.
Yes, ready, yeah. Cool FM, Trenchtown, big up, taking them on a journey. Alright, get up and running, early Saturday juggling, sing praises to the most high, from get the pot a bubbling, chalice load and almost empty, smell the fire, keep it burning. Need another country louder. I saw me go down a Richie, say Rasta, it's sticky them. Go red and gone with everything, Babylon wicked, so me make a look up now. Come we go a west, go make a bar, yo. Hey, so me go gas and start up classy, not a no jalopy. So the face them can't stop me when we come in with the caddy diddly. Dally in the traffic, the MC got to have it. Down a St. Lizzie, we go rally. Go get a car full of food like a supermarket trolley. Get down a magati scream me, I fi check me granny from a little boy. I come a country me ever for the breeze and the scent of the greens, yeah. Oh, Jah know say Richie nearly drop asleep. Just because him have the scent of the greens. Oh, the Richie beg you please, please, come make we stop and make we get a sticker. Yeah, on the journey. I say we ain't down in the country, while Louise be turning. A Cool FM we a play, I listen reggae every day on the journey. I say we ain't down in the country, cause we turning, yeah. We jamming and we grooving, we jamming and make us stop down at the natty, the square down a magati. Buy two juice and buy two food, a breadfruit and a key ready, we ready, I know. It's a little more than nothing. Your buns have to make it very snappy. Make us stop down and my grandmammy, she say, come here, oh, there, David. Look how you think a green and never go on like your daddy, your cousin, them there round the back, you know me cannot take it. If you're little younger, them get a knocking. Richie said the herbs man a call. Oh, David, where you there? From morning you tell me say you a pick up today. Tell him say we not the far. Just settle down the star. Who come in for the 10 pound a day? Oh, Richie start speed. Him not bother one sleep. Got business that fi go on back a yard we have to reach. And on a Richie get them a pack up on a bleach. Now finally pulling a plow. Oh yeah, I say we are on a journey. Oh yeah, we ain't down in the country. Always be turning, puffing the highest. Oh Lord, yeah. We are on a journey. I say we ain't down in the country, yeah. Cool FM, I am David Slane, I represent Trenchtown, big up worldwide. Oh yeah. Yeah. I say we ready, yeah. I take them on a journey, yeah. And this one is a new track coming out. They don't know, say what I spread a positive vibration in the morning, see? Alright, give thanks for life, yeah. Looking in your bright skies, whoa. Yeah. Cool FM Trench Town. The sunshine all day long. Oh, just skies are bright. I'm stepping out with a smile. I'm fresher than cakes up. Nobody style my vibes, yeah. Give thanks I'm alive. Work hard for my payroll. Nobody shot my price, yeah. I deserve what is mine. Prayers never fade out. One go ask but mine, yeah. So y'all know them still a fight, well. It's a brand new day with a brand new start. Yeah, we vexed yesterday. Now today we are bar. Go get your dreams, make sure you get it goes. Spread up your bed early, no left it out. It's a brand new day with a brand new start. Yeah, we vexed yesterday. Now today we are bar. Go get your dreams, make sure you get it goes. Spread up your bed, don't you left it out. Yeah, I said I woke up this morning feeling just sunshine on my face. Yeah. Give praise to King Alpha, thank him for another day. Jah blessings come early in the morning. Please don't give me no worries, give me joy. Jah guide me on the journey when I'm starting. He never left me enemies. Shine at the morning, after the darkest night. The stars them faded, can't bring light. Oh, big true stars, now a clear blue skies. Elevation gone pan a rise. Oh, I've been waiting so patiently, but Jaja soon set me free. Oh, all my struggles you comfort me. Now make me drown in a poverty, because now let the bad one work. Cool FM, blessed love out the Jamaica. A blessed and a positive one in Zid from the Warriors of Change. Yes, I will. This morning is full of love, yeah. This morning is full of love, yeah. And we say full of love, Trench Town said it. Alright then. Well, I woke up this morning feeling just sunshine on my face, yeah. Give praise to King Alpha, thank him for another day, yeah. Jah blessings come early in the morning. No give me no worries, give me joy, oh, yeah. Only joy, yeah. And Cool FM, Cool 97, keep it rocking. Oh, yeah, yeah. David Slur say, I bless it today, yeah.
Been listening to David Slur on Cool 97 FM, another one of our guests for Live Tuesday. Now we invite him to have a little sit down with us to find out a bit more about him and his connection to Trench Town and how he's making his mark on that community. All right, so Yashika, I'm just going to ask you to pull up that door for me. All right, because we're getting a little bit of feedback here. Okay, welcome once again. This is not your first time here. I know that much.
No, give thanks again. You know.
Indeed.
It's a pleasure.
So, firstly, let's get into your association with Trench Town. What kind of impact did it have on you growing up? And which of the streets did you come from?
All right, my parents came from the country back in the 80s and resided in a community, Jonestown, Septimus Street to be exact. You know, that's near at the 9th Street, you know. As Bob said, 1st Street, the 2nd Street, the 10th Street, you know, so I'm up 9th Streets, that side.
Ah, okay. So talk to us about the lived experience in that community.
It has been a wonderful one. It has been sometimes traumatic, you know, and sometimes memorable, you know, and life-changing at the same time.
The music that you have chosen to pursue in terms of lyrical content and the like, you write your own songs, right?
Yes, I do.
Is it coming from the experiences you've had and what you've seen around you? Or are you taking your lyrical content to reflect something outside of what you've actually lived?
I would say some of it is experience, but majority I would say is inspiration. Yeah, based off of so much greats from the community. You know, I mean, so much stories to be told as a youth. Like, I normally tell these stories to my families in the country and roundabout. So it's like me spreading the information I get from Trenchtown out. So it's like I become an advocate in a sense, you know.
Who are some of the people who have influenced you, and who have you worked with?
Gregory.
From Trenchtown.
From Trenchtown, like current or...
Whether from you started the music trod?
Well, the influence, you don't know the Wailers, Bonnie Peter, Bob, Gregory Isaac, Alton. It's a whole Ken Booth. So it's a whole barrage, Marcia Griffiths. It's like too much, you know.
So this music you were always hearing in the community?
It is, you couldn't escape it. You couldn't escape it.
That's one way of making the music live on, yes.
Yes, especially through the sound systems.
Do you work with any of the producers in Trenchtown?
Well, producers like ourselves, Alvin, You English, Jerriton, Culture Yard, that's it. And I mean, I did do some work with the Marleys for a brief time, you know. So hopefully in the future you're going to hear some more works there. You know, but we do collaborate in Trenchtown as individuals, as group, you know, to represent that.
You know what, this is telling me once again, what you're telling me now is exactly what Junior Lincoln has been advocating and has been telling us since morning about this family atmosphere that exists in Trenchtown.
It does.
Where everyone helps the brother, the sister, to ensure that everybody can hold up their head and accomplish what it is they want. If somebody needs something, somebody's there to render their assistance. And this is exactly what you're underscoring.
It is, and like one recent very good experience I had was like we had a Bob Marley concert in Trenchtown, which is kind of a re-resurrection of the spirit in Trenchtown, and like that night was a whole family feel in the community. Everybody, all the artists know all the art, everybody, the musicians know everybody. So it's like just like we performing for ourselves, you know. So it was really a good family feeling.
Yeah. Now, talk to us about your new song, This Morning, that's the title.
Yes.
Why this song and why now? And also, has it been released as yet?
No, it's not released. It's coming out this month, the 28th of February. And I'm glad you even mentioned this time, because this lyrics was written about 4 years ago. The chorus, when I said this morning, but the song was never recorded until the time now.
Yeah.
You know, and as it says, positive vibration, looking just for hopeful vibration, stepping out each morning, going to work, you know, just sending off that energy to each and everyone. You know,
nice.
To have a nice day.
Oh, beautiful. They're looking forward to that one, man.
Yes.
No. All right. And what else are you working on that we can look out for in the near future?
I have an EP coming up, Give It Your All, which this song will be on it, which should be out end of March.
Nice.
You know, then another EP coming around July. So this year I want to just keep busy, you know. We want to show them that Trenchtown is active again.
Beautiful. All right. So thank you for being our guest on Cool
It's a
97.
pleasure all the time.
Are we coming to Trenchtown? I'm just kidding.
Yes. We are ready. Trust me. You're gonna love you're gonna see the family.
We will. And no doubt we will feel all this mysticism that surrounds the community.
Yes.
All right. So good morning to everyone. We didn't say good morning to everyone in Trenchtown. We didn't do that this morning. And the whole focus is on Trenchtown. Good morning, Trenchtown. Can you imagine how the radios are blasting?
Yes, man.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go to back to our stage. No, we're going to continue with Junior Lincoln. Okay. So thank you for joining us this morning on the Nation's Coolest.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Blessings. Nice. All right. So now let's get back to you, Mr. Lincoln. And we're going to look now at the plans for the community of Trenchtown musically. What is it that you could say that they're working on right now? We already touched on the fact that they have a tour, but for the young people in the community with such a rich legacy, and I'm sure it extends beyond just music.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah.
How are we ensuring that the young generation that we have now, the ones who are in the, whether it is the little primary schools, the early childhood, secondary schools, those who we're going to be handing off the baton to, for them to run with the baton and continue this legacy. How are we ensuring that they know the history of Trenchtown?
It goes back to the attitude, because Trenchtown can't help itself in terms of development. Trenchtown needs development. It needs to show the younger ones that who really don't know the full history of it. Like, for instance, at Boys Town, we're celebrating 85 years that I'm the chairman of.
Wow.
Boys Town is an institution. It plays football. Most people know it for football and cricket.
They do.
And not knowing about the musical history of it. It runs the second largest art program in the country. It graduates between 7,000 to 1,000 young people a year for the last 30 to 40 years.
And this is Heart Trust NTA?
NTA, yeah.
Wow,
you
okay.
know, it has a basic school. It has an all-age school. It has about 6 football teams. It has about 5 cricket teams.
Wow.
You know, it's an institution that any evening you come there, you'll see kids from 3-4 years old right up to older people, 60, 70 years old. You know, that need to be replicated across Jamaica. Strengthen that. You know, and I think you'll solve a lot of the youth problem that we're having, because that is what it is for. Mentorship, all of that. It needs a different attitude towards the place, and strengthen the institution of Boys Town, where more mentorship can be taking place, more history can be told, to strengthen the younger ones.
But already from what you're saying, there are elements of it that can be crafted, because that is already a model institution.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so some communities might not have some of the elements in that model, but it is strong enough, I believe, for it to be replicated, as you say, across the country. Because I am sure that is based on what you've told me, that is an institution that has managed to keep some young people off the streets and falling into bad company. Why aren't we seeing something like that being developed across this country? We know the problem communities, but it shouldn't just be a case of problem communities. There should be something for every child to experience.
But you know, Father Sherlock, what I'm talking about is not my model. It's Father Sherlock who wrote the national anthem. It was his model.
You see how far back that goes?
Yes, right, from 1940. Now, that's the track record is there for it. You know, institutions, people like myself who went through that institution, playing football and cricket and so forth and so on and all that. So it needs to be replicated, and that's what Father Sherlock had in mind. So to answer that question, I think you'll have to ask the powers, to answer that question, because it is so plain for me to see. And I've been saying it now for years. But I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I really don't know, because it's all there. The blueprint is there. It's working. You see what has come out of it. That's why I really can't answer it.
But I'm hoping that those who have ears to hear and who are in a position to make it happen will perhaps take that tour, learn about the community if you're unfamiliar with the community, speak with those who know and who have lived it and who can share with you just what it takes or what it took to get them to that point. And you just set it in train. You might not be the one who sees it to its end, but at least you put it in train, just like Father Sherlock did.
Absolutely. And just one other thing I say, I feel it for the youngsters who are coming up, because the talent is there. The talent is in that little space. It's there, and why I find the time to even come and do a program like this, and take time out from a very important meeting that I was supposed to have at 7 o'clock, and put it aside for this, because I feel it for the young people who the talent exists and just can't get the opportunity or the chance.
And we're only seeing a sample of the talent on our stage this morning. And the talent extends to other disciplines.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to go to our commercial break right now on Cool 97 FM. And let's see now. I'm apologizing to our next sponsor. This one should have been taken earlier, but we were in performances. Fill up with Rubis Ultra Tech for more money.
Take care of your expenses.
One good thing about
It's Reggae Month. Come groove with us. This week, it's all about the home of the Gong, Trenchtown, and we're rocking. Trenchtown comes to live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, February 18. And we're hitting you with good music.
this is
7 to 9 a.m. It's a Trenchtown experience featuring various artists in performance and conversation about the Mecca of music. That's live Tuesday, Trenchtown style, live. It's hosted by Dianne Thomas and Michael Thompson, on air and streaming on cool97fm.com. It's brought to you by Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering, Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water, and Keymix Audio. Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, getting to the root of the music.
I'm a groover.
For the next few minutes. So it's over to our next guest, Hugh English.
Why I will back on in the hands of fools. The military, but you them up them gun, them claim say them rude. Gun in the hands of fools. Them don't snipe at, but you them up them gun, them claim say them rude. Gun in the hands of fools. The military, but you them up them gun, them claim say them rude. Gun in the hands of fools. Them don't snipe at. Them sign contract with them. Without them gun, them are no one no friend. I choose them gun, make people talk to them. I will back on in the hands of fools. The military, but you them up them gun, them claim say them rude. Gun in the hands of fools. Them don't stop at, but you them up them gun, them claim say them good. Gun in the hands of fools. The military, but you them up them gun, them claim say them rude. Gun in the hands of fools. Don't say but you them up them gun them. A long time on no one me still the youth them. System corrupt just gun no teach them. Got to be violent sometime to protect themselves. Because they don't want to end up be a victim. Hey, well for them they never go to school. They never really learn the golden rule. And every day them just a go a fool. Let Babylon use them like tool. Hey, well for in the hands of fools. The military, but you them up them gun them. Them say them rude. But in the hands of fools. Them don't step at, but you them up them gun them. Them say them good. But in the hands of fools. The military, but you them up them gun them. Them say them rude. But in the hands of fools. Them don't step at, but you them up them gun them. When they fool them at the tool, they no say nothing no cool. Gun in the hands of fool, you no say nothing no nice. Some hungry hands out there waiting to buy. Marrow and fly, mama and cry. I want for people dead before morning light. And that don't right in the father's side. Give you them a life and make them see your light. Let them see your light. Gun in the hands of fools. Yeah, big up, it's 97, Trenchtown to the world. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your arms, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. Remember to let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For when you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. And don't you know that it is just you? Hey Jude, you know the moment you need is on your shoulder. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For when you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. Na na na. Yeah, big up. It's 97. Trenchtown to the world. Yeah.
Another Trenchtown native, Alvin Bent, and he's going to be performing as well. So we're going to invite him to take to our stage right now as we get a chance to share in his talent, and then we'll be speaking with both gentlemen this morning on the nation's coolest, Cool 97 FM. Okay, so we're going to switch things up a bit, all right? So we're going to, in fact, speak with Hugh English first, and then we'll go to Alvin Bent, who is taking up his position at the microphone. Good morning and welcome to Cool 97 FM. And Hugh English, come on over. Let's get a little word in from you. So tell us now, what was it about Trenchtown and the music of Trenchtown that had such an effect on you when you were growing up that you decided music was what you were going to pursue?
Yeah, from a very young age, I love music, you know. I just tell myself, say, I could never pass away and don't get myself involved in music.
Oh.
You know, it's a dream of my life.
Uh-huh.
And, you know.
When did you start pursuing music?
I started international 2016.
Cool, nice. All right. So how has it been treating you? What kind of releases have you done
I
today?
get some good reaction from it because I get a #1 song when Pan Clinton in the chart in New York. The same song I just sing, Age Road. It was the #1 reggae song for Washington, D.C. 2016.
Beautiful. All right. So what's in the pipeline for you for 2025? Because it's still fairly young.
Yeah, around 2 years ago, I get a real bad setback because I get a serious sickness, but God put me back on my feet. So I just get back to Chino them and I start back some new production.
Oh, you're working with Chino?
Yeah, it's Chino
nice.
play most of those music. Yeah.
Okay, so
but
we're looking forward.
Motivated by the same Dean, because Dean is a man who grew me, you know.
Ah.
Yeah, me have all music, I call him name night. Youth from Trenchstone, you know. So when the right time come, we'll get the chance, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wishing you the best and promise us you'll come back and perform some more of the new songs when you have them out.
Yeah,
all right. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to, okay, we're changing up a bit right here. So now we're going to speak with Junior Lincoln and Dean Fraser. Well, let's throw some questions to Dean Fraser because we've been chit-chatting with Junior since morning. Now, take us on a walk through Trenchtown. When you look at the space and the talent that exists in Trenchtown, you who have had the benefit of international travel and who you've worked with many artists locally, what are the prospects looking like?
The prospect is there, has always been there, and will always be there. Simple.
How seriously do the youth of Trenchtown take the music and recognize that that is a definite avenue for them?
Well, that is something that I am asking myself too.
Wow.
Because when I was running around as a little kid in Trenchtown, it was very easy for me to say, boy, you know, I think I want to pursue music, because I could see Alton Ellis at 5th Street singing, right? I see Ken Boot up there singing, you know. And if even though I didn't understand the classical music well at the time, but Jimmy Tucker, you know, had this voice that, you know, I remember, like, you go Student Prince, you go watch Student Prince, and this man sing that way, and as a Trenchtown man, and me, I said, but it's not easy. But then, when I remember I used to come from school, and I used to stand up at the corner, my corner, 4th Street and Collie Smith Drive. And I used to run and try to be there, because I know, say, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer is going to pass any minute now, because them go Boys Town, go get them physical together. So when them man they come up the road now them Capri and turn back down Collie Smith Drive, all the way run follow them to Boys Town.
So you know you were looking at something special.
And we would stay there and watch them play football for most of the evenings. And one of the plus in that field is when Bob kicked the ball into play, and you collect it and throw it back in. You understand me? So, you know, these are things that we really enjoyed as youths, you know. And a man who became one of my brethren, you know, before him passed, Delroy Wilson, as a 2nd Street man, him was just one of the nicest brethren for their own, because, you know, his way of saying things, and him very comical, you know, and as a very happy youth, you know, and he was a very encouraging brethren to when him realized that I was learning to play saxophone, and so he was one of the man them would say, yeah man, just learn, you know, and you know, I want to tell the people like Dipstick, you know, and them man, them all of these older brethren would, you know, give encouragement and advice and say, yeah, man.
So who is encouraging the current generation?
Well, that now is what I'm saying. That is what I'm talking about. One of the things that we need for the current generation do is technical advice, you know, because a lot of them, you know, it is easy now to become like a DJ and things. So, you know, I guess a lot of these youngsters just see that as yeah man, I go DJ man and thing, and you know, I want them understand say, for instance, I can mention a man like Kendrick Lamar, who I admire personally, and I watch do the Super Bowl last week. Them youth they go way back, them youth they go check out them music, them youth they go learn where them a come from. In other words, to go forward. You understand me? So I personally would have liked the artists of Trenchtown, the young artists them now, for really and truly reach out and come and make we rub shoulders and exchange ideas and everything, so that, you know, they'll be able to, you know, excel and come forth as international artists. You know, it is, we can't just sit down so and just say, yeah man, me's a singer, you know, and you know, really understand the business or understand what's happening in the music. So, you know, this is where we need to really bridge that gap there, you know.
Yes, well, hopefully that can be done soon, before we go any further.
It's really supposed to be done.
Yes.
soon.
Now, what is your hope now? Because we're getting very close to the end, and we have one more performer. Or maybe we should just go straight to, gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning. We have one more performer, and we have to welcome him to the stage, give him his little spotlight. So we'd say welcome this morning to our final artist, and that is going to be Alvin Bent. So Alvin, it's over to you. Okay, all right, so until Alvin, it's over to you. You're going to be performing for us right now on Cool 97 FM. And remember, we say thank you to the team from Cool, Mikey T, Noran, Edson, Yoshiko, and everyone upstairs who's part of the production team who made it possible. Thanks to Junior Lincoln, Dean Fraser, David Slur, Jay Ritten. We have to say thank you as well to Alvin Bent for being here this morning. Our sponsors, Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water, Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering, and Keymix Audio. To the stage we go.
So come, let's unite and live as one. Come together, my brothers and my sisters. Stop your fuss and fight. My brothers, stop your fuss and fight. My sisters, Jah know. So come, let's unite and live as one. Come together, my brothers and my sisters. Stop your fuss and fight. My brothers, stop your fuss and fight. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Da, Ja, 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 ja. What's wrong with dancing now? Everybody clap your hands down. We roll out on trench town skanking, and everybody feeling happy. Oh Lord, what's wrong with dancing? Everybody clap your hands down. Roll out trench town skanking, and the ladies think I'm handsome. Lord. Roll out trench town skanking, and the ladies think I'm handsome. Lord. This feel like Christmas, Lord. Tell me what did you wish for, yeah. I'm full of style and flavor. I'm just an island boy from Jamaica, Trench Town. And from the music sweet, everybody dance and us in them teeth. Nighttime cannot pass, we can dance in the streets. And nobody tell me you can't do it, just tell me what's wrong with dancing. Everybody clap your hands, them Lord.
I like dancing, I like moving my feet, I like praising Jah. I've got love for you and me, so before the lights go low, let me set you free, and I will show you how to groove. Let's dance in harmony.
Yeah.
Let's dance just you and me.
Yeah. What's wrong with no? Everybody clap your hands up. We roll out a church down skanking, and the ladies think I'm handsome. Oh yeah. What's wrong with dancing now? Everybody clap your hands up. Yeah. I like dancing. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
This is the nation's coolest Cool 97 FM. So we have to thank again Alvin Bent for performing for us. Before we go to our cool flight pack, let's just get a few questions in. And firstly, when did you decide to pursue music? What, around about when?
Well, about when I'm 10.
10?
Because my brother always have a sound system, you know, and it's being for his classmates, so I always fool around this stuff, you know.
So, since pursuing music professionally, what projects have you released thus far?
Well, I did a song named "Time to Get Serious" with Ken Booth, which I released it. I think I released it in the United States. I also did a couple of songs where I also recorded in New York, and because I'm currently living there, but I'm in Trenchtown all the while because I'm one of the directors of the Culture Yard.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I have an EP coming up.
That's 2025.
Yeah. And then I want Dean to put some things on some blows on my thing. You know?
Okay. All right. So when that project is ready, promise us you'll share it with Cool 97 FM. Come back and be our guest and we have a longer conversation.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So thank you to everyone, to you, our cool listeners, our sponsors, all behind the scenes. Thank you for making another live Tuesday possible. We're going to go to our cool flight pack where we take a look at the departures and the